Football's about passion. It's a way of life. It gets you up on the morning. It's magnificent. It's fantastic. What a sport. What a sport. It's a way of life. It's a way of life.
One of our awesome subscribers said, Mike, I'm paraphrasing here, Mike, check out Subbuteo. I think that would be a good addition to retro football. I completely agree. So, we all know what Subbuteo was. It was big here in the UK. And apologies for my voice, guys. I'm still unwell, but I just wanted to get this on the channel. Because it's Subbuteo, the computer game. Let's just try a single game here. Now, I'm not a big fan of Subbuteo. I liked watching people play it, as boring as that might sound, because I loved all the stuff that you could buy, all the different, like, I think you could get, like, teams and everything, and well, you could see there, that's what it would look like, guys. You'd buy a box of figurines, a box of teams, and you basically, if you don't know anything about Subbuteo, you flick players around with your fingers. The ball is huge compared to the players, and you score goals on like a velvet. I want to say it's velvet pitch. It's a little bit like, I don't know, toy train collecting, but football instead, in a sense. People took it very seriously here in the UK. Anyway, I can only fit Frey Bento. Let's just call him F Bentos. Come on, Mike, thinking about this too much. That music. Now, guys, I don't know the rules with Subbuteo. I don't know what you're supposed to do, really. I just know you flick players around. I don't know if it's like chess and you take turns, or you could both go crazy. I just don't know. So this might be an atrocious episode of Retro Football, but I think it'll be funny. Okay, you got all the rules here. I'm not gonna... Oh, you could choose your formation. I want a 4-3-3. I'm not going to spend time reading the rules is what I was getting at, because it's just to see what this game looks like, basically. I've got a feeling that it's going to be interesting. That's all I'll say. Let's have a look. Right, CPU's in yellow, guys. Okay, so I think it is... What the hell is a defensive flick? I think it's take turns, isn't it? See, I'm here with a move to make. Okay, it reminds me a little bit of Jimmy White's Whirlwind Snooker, also on the Amiga. My favourite, or one of my favourite snooker games of all time. I've got some reviews, guys, as well on the other monitor here. At the fantastic Lemon Amiga website. Such a good website. Big shout out to the guys who run that site. I'll put the link to it in the description, actually. You got to check it out if you want to read up on your old Amiga lore and reviews, because I don't know what I'm doing here, guys. Bear with me. Because they also scan magazine reviews per game for every game onto the site. And I might flash up one of these reviews. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. This is riveting viewing for you guys, I'm sure. You want a positional flick? I don't know what the hell. Anyway, it's CPU now. Let's see what they could do. Ooh. Yeah, I'll flash up one of the reviews, is what I was getting at. One of the pages of a review from this amazing site. Again, big shout out to lemonamiga.com. I think they're .com, not .co.uk. So this scored 63% Amiga action. Amiga Joker scored this 63%. Data Magazine scored this a 5 out of 10. And CU, Commodore User Amiga, scored this 95%. I'm not having that. I don't like this, guys. There's a time and a place for Subbuteo, and it's at the table with friends and family, and I don't think it works as a computer game or a video game. It's not for me, this. It doesn't help that I do not know what the hell I'm doing. This might be the worst episode of Retro Football we've ever had, but also an intriguing one, because I would not have even considered Subbuteo as a video for the channel. I just flick my player across the pitch, okay? I mean, controls are fine. Again, very Jimmy White's. At the bottom of the screen there, you've got all the camera rotation options. You've got this, which is like your cue ball. It's not your cue ball. It's that, basically. It's to get your moves on the go. But I don't know where I'm supposed to flick, when, why, and how. What on earth was that? And what was that? Deary me. So yeah, reviews were mixed for this. Lots of high 8s and that ridiculous 95% score. But there's also some 5 out of 10s and some really low scores. At Lemon Amiga website, in retrospectively, it's a bit like Metacritic. This sits at 2 out of 10. People really don't like it. I think graphically it looks cool for its time. Again, very Jimmy White, very, is it wireframe, I want to say, graphics? The music earlier was fantastic, very cheesy. Sound effects are just whistles. I mean, what else can they do at Subbuteo? They could have had, like, sampled noises, couldn't they, of, like, people opening cans of beer or whatever in the background. That would have... Do people drink beer when they play in Subbuteo? I don't think it was like a darts culture, was it? It was more, like I say, chess-like. It was more geeky. It was more geek culture, and there's nothing wrong with that. Again, I found Subbuteo interesting. I didn't really have the space for it, and you do have to invest a bit of time and money into Subbuteo. I had the other footy game. If anyone remembers, not a computer game, but like, it was an electronic game, toy. It was a toy that you'd play 2 players, and it had knobs on either side, and you'd direct your players up and down the pitch. It was electronic. It was fantastic. You twiddle you twiddle the sticks, basically, and it would rotate the players, and when you scored, there was like this little automatic bit of plastic. Automatic plastic? But it was this thing that fired the ball back out of the goals for kickoff. It was so good. If I can find what I'm talking about on Google, on images, I'll try and find something. I'll take a photo of it. I've got it in the attic. I think I've got it in the attic. I have no idea. But anyway, yeah, I'll flash it up for you to look at now. If you saw nothing, I couldn't get a photo. Back to this game. Oh dear, it doesn't help when you're spluttering. I'm really struggling to speak today. Oh, go away with the defensive flick. It's 0-0 here. In this high... this high energy occasion between Man United and Arsenal. Arsenal would wear yellow away. There you go. The atmosphere is electric here. You got to provide your own entertainment, guys, in games like this. I mean, shall I do a series on this? I'm kidding. The Subbuteo series, career mode. Fray Bentos takes Man United through the divisions. I don't like this at all. It doesn't help when you don't know what the hell you're doing. Will we see a goal in this episode of Retro Football? I'm going to... Oh my god! Well, there you go. I was just going to say... I'm going to say no. And Fray Bentos takes the lead here against the CM. Yeah, okay. Hurry up. There we go. I had to click the mouse. Oh my god. You love it, guys, didn't you? Let me know if you played this. Also, let me know. Was this on other computers? I'm trying to think. I'm sure this was on the ZX Spectrum. Oh, can you imagine playing it on there, though? It'd have to be keys, because a joystick doesn't really work in this kind of game. And it would be all monochrome, or just 2 or 3 colours. It would be atrocious. I don't think we got this on Spectrum, actually. I might be thinking of something else. Throw in, choose player. What about you? What's happening? I don't get it. I don't understand what the hell I'm doing here. I don't know what positional flick is. I don't know what a defensive doodah is. The ball is huge, which is realistic because the ball was huge in Subbuteo, as I touched on earlier. Couldn't you buy stuff like little corner flags and stands, like little stadium stands and that kind of thing? I'm sure you could. Again, very train set. It is a bygone era now, of course. I don't think people play Subbuteo today. Waddington Subbuteo? I don't think people do. I could be way off on that. People still play chess, but chess is like, yeah, world-renowned game. Subbuteo, not so much. Let me know if you had Subbuteo in your country, if you're not in the UK as well, guys. That interests me. Was it just a British thing? Okay. Right, there we go. This is so just, yeah. I don't want to criticize it too much because it's Subbuteo. It is what it is. It's doing what it says on the tin. So you can't. I think it does it well if you love Subbuteo. It's just like I say. I'm just lost. I'm at a loss. I think that's enough for me, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of Retro Football. It's been, like I say, it's been riveting stuff. Look out for more content coming to the channel. I'll speak to you all soon.